alter my wedding dress. My 44 female daughter, 25 female, is getting married later this year to her girlfriend, 27 female. Okay, so it's your wedding dress that she wants to wear. Got it. I've always dreamed of walking her down the aisle. My husband passed when she was a child, and she enjoyed talking about a future wedding and playing bride when she was a child, picking flowers and colors and venues. She loved watching the videos of my wedding and seeing me and her father get married, and it was important in our bonding. When she was 13, I promised her my wedding dress. I want to know like what the wedding dress looks like, because if I'm talking about my mom's wedding dress, there's no way in hell I would wear that wedding dress as is. It looked beautiful on her, but it was so unbelievably 80s. It was gold, first of all. She had a gold wedding dress. I always thought it would be nice to find a way to like incorporate like a piece of it or something. The big sleeves and the fabric was so unbelievably 80s, I could not wear it as is. So I'm curious if your wedding dress was really out of date or not. However, her clothing style is more manly. She began refusing to wear dresses or skirts when she was in her late teens, even trying to demand her school allow her to wear trousers. And it was difficult convincing her to wear dresses to formal events. She's gone through phases of wanting short hair, wanting to be a boy, and getting tattoos. I've always been very supportive of all of this, even when she met her girlfriend and proposed to her. I've encouraged her as much as I can. I am contributing significantly to the wedding. So what does she want to do? She wanted to turn it into pants? What does she want to do to it? I recently called and asked her when she wanted me to bring over the dress, as it would need slight alterations, and she dropped the bombshell on me that she wanted to wear a suit and have my wedding dress altered to remove the skirt portion so that the bodice could be worn without trousers. Yeah, that is a significant change. You won't have your wedding dress. The thing is you did promise her that she would be able to wear it. So, I mean, that's kind of your first problem, but that's a normal thing for like a mom to do. They offer, you know, their daughter to wear, you know, a keepsake or like family heirloom for the wedding, something their mothers wore, their grandmothers wore, etc., etc.
This is the way.
At first I agreed. Okay, there's another problem. But dragged my feet bringing the dress over. I guess you needed some time to mull it over. After a few weeks, I changed my mind and told her that the dress was important to me and I didn't want her to ruin it. I feel like you felt a little pressured into giving her the dress because you did promise her, but I feel like I wish you said that you were a little uncomfortable with her changing it to that degree sooner. When I promised her the dress, it was because I thought she would wear it as a dress, and she will only get to wear it if it is a dress. I offered her that her girlfriend could wear it as a dress instead, but my daughter said that that would still be ruining it. Her girlfriend is a much larger woman than me, so it would need more altering, and has since not been answering my messages except with saying that the dress would be a connection to her dad, so she's disappointed to not have it. I offered to go dress shopping with her for a replacement, but apparently some of our family think I'm stopping her having the dress because I disagree with her being masculine. Am I the a-hole for telling her she can have it as a dress or not have it at all? I may be the a-hole because I promised it to her, yeah, but again, that's kind of something that moms do, you know, like they do promise those things. And realistically, she would have had to alter it either way. What happens if she was a different size? But that was when she was very young and before I knew she wanted to change it. I feel like you are fair in not wanting her to change your dress. I feel like that's a fair thing if you wanted to keep your dress as a keepsake or whatever. I don't think that you should have promised it to her the second time once you knew that she wanted to change the dress. Also, probably been a little more understanding of the fact that she probably would have had to change it anyway. But let's see what Reddit had to say. Not the a-hole. You offered to lend or let her use your dress, not tear it apart in a way that destroys it forever. This dress is yours with living, breathing memories attached to it. If it can't be returned to you in its original state, then no, you are not the a-hole for changing your mind about this. You might need to ask a professional seamstress about what is possible. I'm sure you have other possessions that actually belong to her dad. That's a good point. I'm sure that he had something else, something that he wore to your wedding that she could wear instead. She may be able to incorporate one of them or recreate your bouquet, cake, or something similar if that connection is what she is seeking. If we're going by what she said in this post, she said she promised her my wedding dress. It kind of implies that you would give it to her. Just saying. Or since the daughter likes to dress more masculine, why not wear something of her dad's that would be even more of a direct connection than the dress? Agreed. I'm failing to understand why your wedding dress is a connection to her dad. If that's what's important, I feel like there's something that she could use that would be a better option, unless that's just an excuse. Take a bit of fabric from the skirt and use it as a pocket square for her wedding suit. There you go. That's a good option. I've always thought about taking a little piece of my mom's dress, using it as like a garter or something, or like something to wrap the bouquet with. But you're not going to be carrying the bouquet, are you? Not the a-hole. She lost her father, but you also lost your husband, and it makes complete sense that you're sentimental about this dress and don't want it altered beyond recognition. I agree with this. This is totally fair. Parents don't need to give every part of themselves to their children. You are allowed your own feelings and needs, and wanting to preserve the dress you married your late husband in is totally valid. You made that promise in good faith, and I'm sure would honor it if it didn't mean completely changing this memento. I'm gonna go with what Reddit said on this. Not the a-hole. But I think maybe you could have chosen your words a little better. That's all I'm gonna say. Update. Ooh, interesting. I recently posted about my daughter surprising me by wanting to turn my wedding dress into a suit, which I refused despite having promised her because the reality hurt me. I was upset, and it made me feel better to see people agree with me, but the comments that made me upset made me think the most about the future and helped me empathize with my daughter. My daughter came over tonight and apologized for ignoring me and explained that she always thought she'd been promised she could have the dress to own rather than borrow. So she was sad to have lost that dream. This is my thing. She thought that she was going to be given the dress. That's why it's like a little wishy-washy for me. I apologize for it if I had ever come off as non-supportive of her, as many comments said I sounded homophobic, and that I wanted to be clear that I'm not. I respect and love my daughter. We talked about many things, especially my husband, how his presence could still be felt on the day, how my daughter felt jealous that her fiance would get to share the day with both of her parents while she only has a memory. We watched the wedding video again, it's been a few years, and cried a bit. We also had some wine, so I apologize if this is not completely clear.
I'm very drunk and a little nauseous.
Love a good drunk Reddit spill. I told her I hadn't realized how much giving the dress up would hurt, and that I didn't think I could completely sacrifice it. Fair. I'm glad you guys talked about it, and that I would talk to a tailor about it if the dress could be separated and put back together and returned to me. But if not, then I would help her to find a suit as an alternative and give her some of the dress's lining to use in it. That's a good compromise, I think. I also surprised her with her father's wedding cufflinks to wear. Great! Love that. As suggested by many commenters, and my veil in case her fiance wanted to wear it. And she was extremely happy with this as a compromise. She asked if she could try the dress on just to see what it would be like. I will admit, I was hoping she would change her mind once she had it on. She let me do her hair and makeup however I felt like. She was laughing so hard because it reminded her of when I did her braids for school. She picked out things for me to wear too in her style just to see how I would look, and we took pictures together and danced. She looked beautiful in the dress. It was like I had always dreamed when she was my little girl, but she didn't look like herself. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. Suddenly I knew a lot of you had been right. I hugged her and apologized and told her to take it and do whatever she wants. She's gone home now, and some parts of me regret giving it to her. I've been very teary putting away the photos, but more than that, I'm thankful I got to see what I thought would happen and realize it wasn't right, and that I can say goodbye to the expectations I had for so long. My daughter is happy as herself, and it is an honor that she wants to share it with me. I can tell you're a little buzzed in this, babes. Oh, that is so sweet. I completely empathize with the mother not wanting to see her dress change entirely. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. I just think that you can't really push your style or your expectations onto your kids.
Says who?
For example, me. My mom offered me her wedding dress, but I can't see myself ever wearing it as is. It's really just not my style. It was 80s, for Christ's sakes. There is no way I would wear it the way that it is. Do you see this gold dress? It is gold! She looks stunning in it. Like, honestly, she looks like a princess, but it's so 80s, there's no way. Don't think of it as memories being altered along with the dress. Think of it as a family memento with even more happy memories attached to it being passed down. Mementos are what you make them. You did the right thing. I think it's beautiful that you did that. I mean, realistically, your dress is gonna stay in your closet. You're gonna look at it like what? Maybe once every 5 years or something. Maybe put it on once in a while. Is it really that important? It's just a thing, you know? It might be important to some people, but I think you made the right decision in giving it to your daughter.